Today we're going to be talking about Animal Crossing and why this Halloween event is the best kind of event for this game. HJ Review. Alright, I'm going to be real with you guys. I've only been an Animal Crossing fan for maybe 4 months now, and so I missed the early events. So anything that happened between March and June, I have not taken part of. So I can't comment on the egg thing, but from the Easter or the bunny day, but from what I've heard, that was a garbage event. And then I think I missed the Sakura Blossoms, which I'm really mad about because that looked really cool and I love the recipes in that. But anyways, from June onwards, I've seen the Animal Crossing wedding event. I've seen the summer update where you can go swimming. I've seen the mermaid stuff, the pirate stuff, the fireworks, the fall update, which was pretty terrible. And then there is the Halloween event, which is, this is the event that actually got me back into Animal Crossing after being addicted to it for 3 months, playing it every morning on stream for at least 2 hours. And then I'm not going to tell you guys how much I've been playing it off stream, but it is now over 100 hours. And I know those are rookie numbers when it comes to Animal Crossing. I know most of you guys are probably over 500 hours. I'll get there someday. But all this to say, a game like Animal Crossing, a game that has no end, no purpose, it's your little Zen game of meditation, it needs a reason to pull you back in, or at least someone like me that has 20 other games on the go at all times. And it's the perfect game to lend itself to timed events, considering it's all about living this virtual alternate life on an island where things happen on a daily basis. And yet, from what I saw, that potential was never really fully explored until the Halloween update, which, okay, it's not perfect, they could do a lot more, but now the game has given me a reason to come and play the game for at least 20 minutes every day in October, and that is exactly the point that these events should be. So let's break it down. So if you're not familiar, if you've been away from Animal Crossing, if you don't play Animal Crossing, I don't know why you're watching this, but if you've been away, now is the time to get back into Animal Crossing, because get this, I have to list it out. The Halloween event has multiple purposes. So every day in October, you can now buy a candy, and you can only get one candy from the store on your island. Now you can get a bunch more candy if you trade with your friends and you go to other islands. But let's say you're by yourself and you play by yourself. The only way you're going to get that candy is by logging in once a day, and that means you're going to get at most 31 candies. And you need that candy to craft the very cool Halloween items. So number one, reason to log into the game every day, check. Because step back for a moment. Without the event, if you've been playing this game since March or like me for 4 months, chances are you've pretty much gotten most of what you needed from the game. You probably have most of the recipes you care about. You have most of the clothes. And yes, while there's a new guest on the island every day, after 4 months, you've pretty much gotten everything you want from those guests. So anyway, back to Halloween. Then there is a new Halloween item that you can buy from the store every day. And the great thing about Halloween decor is I can buy 20 jack-o'-lanterns. That's not too many jack-o'-lanterns. I can fill my island with jack-o'-lanterns. It's the perfect kind of event decor that I need a ton of because I need to put it anywhere. It's not like the mermaid stuff where I'm like, do I really need another mermaid dresser? I think I'm good with one. Halloween stuff, bring on the duplicates. Then you've got the costumes. So now there's the Halloween. So in the shop, you can get these really unique costumes, whether you want to be like a vampire or a witch or like a really like, I don't know, like a zombie winemaker, which is what I came up with. All of that is in the store, but you don't know when it's going to happen. So again, if you're not with friends and you have to play the game by yourself, which is not really what the game is about, you have to go and check that every day to see what new costumes are, which brings excitement, which gives me a reason for when I wake up. I'm like, oh man, I got to boot up Animal Crossing to see what this is all about. Next, there's a whole ton of new recipes that you can maybe get every day from one of your villagers that's crafting. So now you're not, going, I honestly stopped checking in on my villagers because they kept giving me garbage like, I don't know, a recycling box or a wooden stump. Like, I don't need that. It's not week 1 anymore. But now when they give me some cool Halloween recipes, it's like, all right, I like you. You can stay on my island. And then, so that's what's going on a daily basis, reason to go there. And then there's the whole pumpkin growing, which, it's very similar to the flower growing, but put the flowers aside. Nobody likes flowers anymore. Everybody has crossbred and gotten their blue rose and golden flowers. Personally, I've never liked flowers. They just get in the way. Your balloon gifts fall in them. You lose them. They're a pain. I don't know why people like flowers, but pumpkins, bring on the pumpkins. So you got 4 types of pumpkins, 4 colors. You got white, yellow, orange, green. You plant your pumpkins, you don't know what you're going to get until they grow out 3 to 4 days later. So again, you have to come into the game now. You have to pick your pumpkins, you have to water your pumpkins because you're going to need the pumpkins to make the very cool Halloween gear, which you need to decorate your island, which is perfect for someone, for anyone, because October is all about, spooky season. And in the real world, you probably spend a day decorating your house and you're like, oh, that was fun, but I'm done. But in Animal Crossing, it's like, oh, I got this new thing that I can decorate my island. Where am I going to put that? And then the next day, oh, I got a new thing. So throughout October, you have this island that you've already spent 5, 6, I don't know how many months building. And now you don't need to build it. You just need to decorate it. You just need to make it a little bit spooky. So like I've got Ocarina of Time's Hyrule kind of sort of built on my island, and I don't need to terraform any of that. Now I just put jack-o'-lanterns here, carriages there, some decor, and it makes it feel so much like this is the most festive I've felt about the Halloween season probably in my life. Now that I have something to decorate and look forward to and play with throughout October, Animal Crossing is doing crazy things to me. And all this to say that, and then there's the whole community aspect. So I've talked a lot about how this is for the single player. There's kind of a reason to go in every day and to do something. But because Animal Crossing is a community game, all of these things are heightened by the fact that you can now trade and visit each other, and you kind of have a renewed reason to visit each other's island to see like, oh, what did you decorate? How did you do it? And plus all of these new do-it-yourself recipes, they all come in different variations based on what colored pumpkin you want. So, you can have an orange jack-o'-lantern, a white jack-o'-lantern, and so on, right? So trading pumpkins, trading candy, trading recipes, it's exciting again with the fellow Animal Crossing community. And then you wrap all of that with, we all know that on October 31st, it's going to be like Halloween Day or whatever they're going to call it in Animal Crossing world. And that's when, you got the pumpkin dude who comes to the island, and there's going to be like mini events, and there's exclusive do-it-yourself recipes. So you're doing all these things with a goal in mind that you're going to eventually like celebrate this with the rest of the community at the end of the month, which is a cool send-off. Now, the downside is the fact that you have exclusive do-it-yourself recipes on October 31st. I think that is dumb, because right after Halloween rolls over, you're just going to hear Christmas music everywhere, and nobody's going to be thinking of Halloween, but you're going to be like, hey, check out my new pumpkin carriage I just got on my island. And I was like, why are you playing with pumpkins? It's all about candy canes and gingerbread houses now, which I hope that's what they do in a Christmas update. So all of that to say, Nintendo, this is how you need to like foster your Animal Crossing community, because let's be real, it's kind of dried up after the summer update. The summer update, that type of event is cool, like, being able to jump in the water, but a dedicated player will spend, 5-6 hours, collect all the things they can in the sea, and that update is done. You've pretty much absorbed all the content. And then the other aspect is you're farming your pearls to get the mermaid stuff, which, again, cool, but how many mermaid dressers do you need? That kind of dries up after 14 days or so. Here, the Halloween event, it just keeps going for October. And if they had something like that every month, I think it would work really well. Now, the wedding thing kind of did that to me too in June, but again, you were limited to like 14 items or something like that. And then the fall update in September, I think that was the worst, where you could like shake the trees to get acorns and something else to build a custom thing. I was hoping for so much more, and all I got was a lot of wasps. Shaking those trees just gets wasps mad, and then you get stung, and that's not fun. And then the August update, you get fireworks, which is cool 4 times throughout the month because it only works on Sundays. So you only get something special every Sunday. I think for this game to continue to keep a very active and vibrant community, it needs to have these active events that are happening every 2 weeks, every month, that are major and that give you a reason to come back into the game. And so I was absolutely blown away by how great this Halloween content was, and it was actually able to pull me back in. And we are now halfway into October, and I'm playing this game daily again. And if I could, I would love to stream it every morning once again. So I really hope this is the direction Animal Crossing is going to go, and I really hope Nintendo is going to learn that like this is how you keep an always on kind of game, and keeps doing this into 2021 so that people keep playing Animal Crossing and I keep having a reason to own it and not regret my decision of buying it. So that's what I think about that. Let me know what you think. If you are a longer time fan of Animal Crossing than I am, what events did you like on other consoles, other iterations of Animal Crossing. What do you think is missing in this one, and what would you like to see more of? Is the Halloween event doing anything for you? Have you been out of the Animal Crossing loop for a while and this has pulled you back in? Let me know in the comments below. And I think there's another Animal Crossing video you can watch on this channel if you want. Otherwise, I'll see you guys next time, and until then, keep it classy.